So I just got back from watching The Last Jedi, the new Star Wars film. First of all, this is gonna be a spoiler fucking review of some shit. To give you my opinion up front, if you don't want to watch this shit, I don't like it. It's not very good. But first, let's go over and get to the. First, Lando Calrissian's back. I really like Lando Calrissian. I don't know why. Second, I enjoy Kylo Ren, I guess. At least his character had a nice arc in this film, and it kind of kicked him off. He finally felt like a complete character and not a whiny emo shitbag, really. He didn't strike me as an interesting character in the first two films. He just kind of kept moaning, and then he was the Ben Swallow, and that was it. I can't really think of anything else shows you my opinions on this entire collection. I do not like Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. There are many things I didn't like about it. Writing, for example, in the final scene of the film, in fact, Rey goes back to the previously burns down Luke's childhood home, which was burnt down. I can point that out twice, but she goes there, does some stuff, and then she turns around, there's this old lady standing here, and then the woman's like, who are you? What's your name? And Rey's like, Rey. And then she has this big moment where she looks off into the sunset. Then she's like, Skywalker. Even though it's revealed throughout the film that she's not a Skywalker, she's in fact the Palpatine's granddaughter. Hey! And then when she turns back, the woman's just disappeared and they never acknowledge it, and she just looks into the sunset and the film ends. Some other bad writing. When she's having a face-off with Emperor Palpatine, which oh god, I can go on about that, but Palpatine has a line where he talks about how he's all of the Sith and he will destroy her, and then she's like, but I'm all of the Jedi. And then Palpatine dies. Really? I mean, you can pull off stuff like that, like Lord of the Rings, but I'm not a man. That was good, but then that wasn't good. Then there was, also during the Palpatine fight, Palpatine electrocutes her lightsaber with his Force lightning bad. And previously, this has been shown that it basically just kills him because it reflects back at him. But nope, he keeps going. Then she gets two lightsabers and deflects it back at him, and he dies predictably, even though he could have just realized not to do the exact same mistake he made. Also, Palpatine's plan in this film was to try and drain the Force bond between Kylo Ren and Rey, but in doing so, he asked Rey to kill him because his plan was to manipulate her. But then she could have just killed him and his plan would have been ruined. But no, he had this big mind game manipulation shit where, Kylo will get here and then they'll be in my presence. They'll both be in my presence. I can drain their Force bond and become young again. And then he still gets electrocuted to death by his own Force lighting. He does that a lot. I don't know why. And also, they never explain how Palpatine's back either. He's just there. He just comes back. They mention offhandedly something about cloning, and you see a vat with what looks like a large amount of Emperor Snoke's in it, but that still doesn't explain how he's bad. They could have given us a more definitive answer. I would have liked that. Characters. There were two new characters in this film, two mentionable ones, and those were, I can't even remember their names. They were two extremely generic female characters. Most of them, I think, introduced as love interests for Finn and Poe. They were both in for less than 5 minutes. I barely even noticed that they were there. It was painful. They shouldn't have been there. They didn't fit well into the story. Oh yeah, let's get to the story next. The story's all over the place. They go from planet to planet. Going up, first they find this dagger, completely by coincidence, and it has an inscription of this other thing they need to get so they can get to Palpatine. They go and get that thing, but then Kylo Ren crushes it, and then Kylo Ren is the only other one. There's this epic fight on the old destroyed Death Star, which is now in a planet's ocean. Guess that's cool. I do like seeing the after effects of the destruction caused in the original Galactic Civil War. I mean, they didn't have to pull that out of their asshole. They've never acknowledged that before, but hey, didn't the whole Death Star blow up entirely? I didn't remember it falling or anything. How did the Death Star fall? Isn't zero gravity in space? It would have just remained there until it drifted. But that's, I don't know, leave that to Matt Pat or some science YouTuber to analyse it, make a 10-minute video of 5 bajillion ads, but that's all I can really say about it before going off on another rant about it, and I'm sick of lying here, talking about this piece of crap film into my microphone, so I'm gonna stop. So, that was my first video as a YouTuber. This is going to be a terrible career choice. So, thanks to watching my 3 audience members. Most likely you are going to be my close family, who are probably going to be the only ones I'm going to tell about this channel. Yeah. I don't know, I'm planning on making a couple more reviews for this piece of crap channel. Maybe video games. I don't know, it depends on whether I can get recording software read. Fun fact, this is all made on mobile. Oh wait, time's up. See you.